Quito pass of the day. And after a brief dropout at Quito loss of signal, we'll pick up through ATS-6 satellite for 55 minutes of continuous coverage. 20 seconds and standing by.
Apollo Houston through Quito for 5 minutes. Good afternoon.
Quito, Dick, do you need to try another decom?
Started at page 2-5 in the DM checklist.
Stand by. Roger, Deke, we read that you're on page 2-5 of the DM checklist.
Yeah, just getting started at the top of that page.
Come on, Dan. Quito, Dick, what's the problem? We're not maintaining solid decom log. Try another decom. And the bit rate is low. Roger, they switched to high bit rate. You're right.
I'm assuming that sample will come out when we put the Soyuz sample in.
Quito network. Do you have any idea what the problem is with your CSM-PM downlink? What's the CSM?
CSM-PM, single strand. Apollo Houston, how do you read us now?
Roger, negative 90.
DM starting on page 2-5 at the top, and you had done the procedure and the helium injection of the sample.
Quito, problem. Can we get some decom lock?
But you were cut off because of bad communication with the rest of your question about the sample.
Okay, the sample that's in the furnace at present is the sample that was put in originally, the only one that's ever been in it.
Take Quito, stand by, we're checking the
somewhere along the line when they should have taken that out of there, but we never did.
Quito has decom lock.
That was in our site plan. We had a lot of changes related to furnaces. We must have missed that. So what I'm assuming we should do is take that sample out at the time we put the Soyuz sample in. Is that correct?
We'll check on that for you, Deke. That's correct.
Quito, Dick.
That would have been sample.
Yeah, did you by chance reacquire?
Coming out. Soyuz.
That is a negative.
We never put that sample in.
I understand. Yeah. Okay, what the idea was to get back, start on the regular sample schedule after that one test.
What was the problem?
Apollo Houston, over. Apollo Houston, we would like you to take out that sample, and when the flight plan calls for the placement of the Soviet sample into the furnace, we'd like you to do that then.
Okay, you were cut out, but understand that we should take out the 041 at the time we put the Soviet sample in.
Network, Quito.
Quito network.
Apollo Houston, we're about 30
Roger,
seconds
you,
from
Quito.
LOS, and we'll see you at Mila at 50.
Okay, you cut out on Houston.
We'll see you at Bermuda at 5311.
Understand, Bermuda 5311.
Contact.
Madrid.
Результаты точной проверки очень хорошие. Значит, в течение 10 минут давление упало из тоннеля 2 на 1 миллиметр. Это очень отлично. Прием.
Roger, we copy forward downlink on 296.8 and CSN downlink on 296.8. Roger.
Spacecraft.
Apollo control. Some difficulty here in establishing communication with Apollo-Soyuz through the ATS-6 satellite. While that's being sorted out, we have the following announcement. The Soviet ambassador to the United States, Anatoly Dobrinin, will meet with newsmen in the JSC main auditorium at 1:15 Central Daylight Time. To repeat, Ambassador Dobrinin will meet with the news people covering ASTP in the main JSC auditorium at 1:15 Central Daylight Time.
Apollo, Houston, we heard you once about 30 seconds ago. How do you read us? Houston through Madrid, how do you read us?
Houston, Apollo, how do you read
Madrid, RTC. Roger, we read you now. Well,
RTC Madrid.
Roger, what's your command status?
Right now,
Roger.
Houston, Apollo, how do you read?
Apollo, Houston, we read you. Could you tell us what your comm problems are?
Madrid, contact Houston, contact.
Madrid, contact.
Confirm a good capcom uplink.
Affirmative. Yes, and normal power amp high-low switch to off.
US FM carrier.
Okay. There you go.
Please repeat, you were cut out by ground station.
Roger, that is the on panel 3, S-band normal, power amp, high-low switch to off center.
You Chicago network.
Chicago has access to TV55, but we have our RFI interference running through.
Roger that, understand Chicago.
Houston. We have a good picture of your deke, and an answer to your question is that the ZFF photos should either be on the bulkhead, right of the optics, where they're positioned for the photos, or you'll find them in R5.
Okay, we've got two up there on the bulkhead that we've been running with. Are we supposed to transfer one of those to Soyuz?
Roger, one of those is supposed to go to Soyuz.
Okay, well, there wasn't any label on it, so we weren't sure. Just either one of them, babe.
Roger, either one.
Okay.
What is the price?
Okay, we're going to go to a dump mode here shortly, and so give me configuration 2, play that dip set.
Mission. I don't want to sound very superstitious, but still I prefer to have a happy, sound, and soft landing. And after all, we are prepared to discuss any other future ventures in space and other fields. Over here, please. Well, my impression is that Earth as such is a peaceful planet, and there will be no need to send any troops from the Earth to the Mars. Gary Bob, right?
I was at the Cape when you came over to wave farewell to the astronaut, and I know of your activities there and here. Could you tell us if Ambassador Stossel did similar things at Baikonur, if he was present when the cosmonauts left, and other activities?
I couldn't give you minute-by-minute account of activities of Ambassador Stossel, but I could tell you one thing. First, he was in Baikonur area. Second, he was given quite an honor in my country. I should say he was planted tree in an alley which is there in the Baikonur area, where are our most famous people. People go there and planting the tree. So it was a good symbol of a cooperation between two countries. Now I just watched him on television. He was very active in a Russian Space Center, giving some explanation or receiving explanation. It depends on ambassador and who accompanies him. That's all I could say, really.
Wait for the microphone, please.
When will Russia launch its next rocket? When will Russia launch its next rocket?
What rocket?
Soyuz 20.
I really don't know. But I'm sure you could receive this answer through our press people here. I didn't follow the next, but I'm sure it will be not far away.
Next question here, please.
Will media be allowed to cover the landing of the? Will the media be allowed to cover the landing of the Soyuz?
I do not have this information, quite frankly, so I don't want to mislead you.
The landing will be televised. We have time for one more question, please.
The Kennedy Space Facilities has been open to the American public for a long time. Are there any plans to open the Baikonur Cosmodrome to the Russian people? If so, when? If not, why?
I think it's the same question you're asking. You're asking the same question as the previous one, no?
No,
I think the same. Baikonur, yes.
The question was, will the Baikonur Cosmodrome be open to the Soviet public for visits?
Maybe. Oh, you were speaking so slow, I couldn't really hear you. Well, it's quite possible, but not a specific decision was made. But I think it will be, eventually.
Okay, last question.
Mr. Ambassador, a few weeks ago in the last press conference here, astronaut Deke Slayton was asked, because of all of the cooperation with the Soviet cosmonauts and having seen some of the Soviet Union, if he had a different impression now about the Russian people and the Soviet system of government. And he said that he had come to appreciate the Russian people a lot more, but he still thought that the Russian system of government was lousy, to use his word. And I wondered what you felt about that response.
Well, I think it was unfair, your remarks towards the cosmonauts or astronauts. They are doing a very good, nice friendship mission, and introduced some remarks which was done or maybe was not done, or in a different kind of atmosphere. I think it's rather unfair. So both teams which are now there preparing to fulfill their most important part of the mission.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. I'm afraid we will have to conclude the press conference now because we are required to keep the ambassador on the schedule. Thank you very much. DP will take positions around the OM table, and the President of the U.S. would like to relay a message to the commanders of both vehicles. The sequence will be that all will get into position and allow the commander of the Soyuz to welcome you to the OM, and the President will then speak. The docking module pilot is requested to give his headset to the Soyuz commander so the President may speak to the Soyuz commander.
Okay, well, I think we got that.
Roger. Apollo, Houston, over. Roger, we just like a progress report on how the preparations for the transfer are coming before we go over the hill here.
R1 Madrid. Oh, we're in good shape. We're ahead of schedule, just waiting around to sync the clock at, Deke will sync the clock at 5411.
Real fine.
The R1. They both thinking one way or another.
R1. Good switch, baby.
Down there. I got enough closer in the DM to do the time sync right down here in the LEP from here to the mess around coupling, uncoupling.
Say again, Deke, we did not understand what you said.
Okay, I'm going to stay connected to the DM and do the time sync from the LEP laser timer connected to the DM com.
Understand, you're going to stay connected into the DM and do the time sync from the LEB.
RTC mode.
Roger, you want to go to space?
Apollo CP, Last time we had a hard time locking up with the hands. Do you have any idea what was wrong? Do you expect any more problems?
Let me check on that with Inco. Houston, we don't have any good reason for the ATS not locking up, and all we can suggest is trying the normal procedure again.
Okay.
This is Apollo Control. Loss of signal through ATS-6 satellite and Aurora Valley. Next station, 27 minutes away, will be the Merritt Island Launch Area Station, and overlapping coverage again with ATS-6 satellite. Just prior to the press conference by the Soviet Ambassador Anatoly Dobrinin, there was a caution and warning alarm aboard the spacecraft for oxygen cryogenic tank low pressure. A warning. The conjecture here in the control room is that it's an onboard instrumentation problem, and the environmental engineer that watches the spacecraft systems is not concerned at this time about it. He is convinced it is an instrumentation problem. We have about 3.5 minutes of air-to-ground that was recorded during the ambassador's press conference, which we will play back at this time.
Apollo, if you're watching their computer, we're just finishing up P-52 option 3.
Vance, we're having playback data right now, so we're not seeing your P-52. Roger, please do. We only are receiving playback data.
Okay. Star 35, number 1, 37, number 2, 1005, 4 balls 1, 93, plus 50, minus 20, minus 7, torqued, 53, plus 50, plus 35, over.
Understand, stars 35 and 37, 4 balls 1, plus 50, minus 20, minus 7, 53, 50, 35. Thank you.
Roger. And we're ready to proceed with the option 1, and we'll report that.
Roger.
Copy on the option 3.
Roger, go ahead with option 3.
Okay, I'm sorry. I did option 3 first. This was the option 1. Rearrange the orbital orientation. Same stars, 35, 37,
you got a second
ball. 93 plus 191 plus 165 plus.
Roger, looks good. Okay, break lock. We'll get you going to telemetry line. We're going to get up S6 here.
Understand the option 1, star 35, 37,
go ahead and
plus 191, plus 165, plus 37, 53, 54, 15.
Roger.
Apollo, Houston, I have a message for you all. Are you ready to copy?
Tech, sequence 40.
During the first transfer, just after the acquisition of Soviet TV, and just after Tom enters the orbital module, Deke will still be in the DM. The Soviet leaders would like to pass a message to the crews of the Apollo-Soyuz mission. I've got more. Immediately after they have finished their message, bring the cameras into the OM and set it up as planned. The AC and the DP will take positions around the OM table, and the President of the U.S. would like to relay a message to the commanders of both vehicles. The sequence will be that all will get into position and allow the commander of the Soyuz to welcome you to the OM. And the President will then speak. The docking module pilot is requested to give his headset to the Soyuz commander so the President may speak to the Soyuz commander. Okay, well, I think we got that. Roger.
Okay, Rob, Tech, I see they just set
This is Apollo Control. That completes playback of the accumulated tape recorded during the Soviet ambassador's press conference. We're 22 minutes away from reacquisition at Merritt Island launch area.
About 25 minutes.
The preparation is underway now for the first transfer and the initial greetings between the Soyuz crew and the Apollo commander, Tom Stafford, and docking module pilot, Deke Slayton. And greetings also from President Ford, voiced up to the crew, and Soviet leaders from Moscow. We'll return in 22 minutes at an Apollo-Soyuz ground elapsed time of 54:16. This is Apollo Control.
Roger, network.
Roger, I'd like to report that our tracking system has range what you heard it is fine, and we're going to try to report on our time.
Okay, I'll tell track.
This is Apollo Control. 54:37 ground elapsed time. We have acquisition through Merritt Island launch area at this time of Apollo and Soyuz as they prepare for first transfer. We're standing by here for resumption of communications as spacecraft communicator Carol Bobko makes a call to the crew.
Houston through Mila, over.
Last clear, Bo, how you reading?
We would like the up telemetry switch to direct on panel 230.
Up telemetry direct, Roger.
And while you're down there, Vance, the other thing is on panel 400. We would like the VTR power switches, the telemetry, interlever, and VTR all to the on position.
Okay, you were cut out. Please say again, VTR position, VTR power.
Roger, the 3 VTR power switches on the left-hand side, all to the on position.
That's verified.
Thank you. And Apollo, could you give us a progress report on the transfer?
Yeah, Paul, if you're reading, we're on step 19, but actually we've also completed 20 and 24.
I understand you're on 19, but you've done 20 and 24 as well.
That's for, except for the last part of 24, from the clock. Coffee configuration.
Go ahead. And command module Houston, on panel 230, we would like the up telemetry switch to up telemetry.
Track, Mel. Up telemetry switch.
Roger, on your FCR, on your air-ground configuration should be simplex Bravo, reverse simplex out.
Copy.
The near the traffic. Yes, on the incoming path, your VHF air-ground should be simplex Bravo, reverse simplex Alpha.
And Apollo, we show the spacecraft in free at the present time.
Sing out when you see FM TV modulation.
Roger, back to CMC on him.
Thank you.
AOS, FM. And would you like
that's
back
negative.
Bo, to the...
Okay, how about right now?
Roger, we have AOS TV. Close back.
Roger.
We're near the track.
Track, no?
Yeah, I'm in there. That's simplex Alpha.
Oh, copy.
We're near the Utah.
Say the angles you'd like, Bo. Roll pitch,
Yeah, that's simplex Alpha. I'm sorry, I'll give you wrong information.
Solid, that's that signal. Take one. What's your modulation, Alexi? Go ahead.
All right, we do.
AOS, CSM PM, AOS, CSM Ampex. AOS, TV.
Module, Houston, could you tell us if the portable light is on? We're getting a picture that's a bit bright.
Negative, it's not, Bo. Got it set up, turn it on, but I've got it on.
Roger, understand it is not on at this time.
Soyuz, Apollo.
Soyuz, this is Apollo.
Device, video quality is 4. Yeah, but that's,
What is your step 19?
That's a phenomena?
Is step 19 in normal? How many minutes, please?
LOS, CSM, PM, open.
Yeah, I'll give you a few. Houston, contact, Houston, contact. Yeah, was that to enable your VHF opening? Okay, yep, I'll do that.
Soyuz, this is Apollo. Now our step 20 is completed.
Roger, Madrid.
Apollo, you can go ahead. Roger, we're reading you, but you have a bit of an echo.
Computer has LOS, FM.
Say again, please.
Madrid Echo, stand by for Delaware.
Houston, contact, Houston, contact. You didn't hit the VHF from that one.
Soyuz. We're doing turn 21, over.
Video quality 5.
Apollo, we've completed step 20 and they're working on step 21.
Roger, understand you've completed step 20.
That's Glenn Lenny on your monitors now. He is the American flight director.
And Don, we've got a picture of you right there to the right of the hatch. Looks fine. module pilot. Tom, yours looks just fine.
Here, go and get your... I didn't hear your message there, Bo. Okay, you're talking about that camera. Oh, okay. You didn't like the picture you had on the other one, eh? Can't fix that. Okay, 37. He's 40 right now.
Soyuz, this is Apollo. Now hatch 4 is open, over.
Lost one.
Roger, roger.
Negative. Oh, okay. No,
Hatch 4 is open. We are now equalizing the pressure between the docking module and the Soyuz.
Tell him we're not hearing any Soyuz crew remarks right now. We were a while ago.
I didn't hear you transmit. Yeah. Open. Real?
Is it open?
Apollo Houston, we're not hearing a Soyuz relay at this time.
Okay, we think they said hatch 4 is open, but we're standing by to confirm it. Roger, Bo, let's give it a check. Soyuz, Apollo.
Soyuz, this is Apollo.
Series concrete.
Hatch 4 is open.
Something shaking. Okay, Bo, the configuration looks good.
We copy, Van.
Oh, hell, that's thrust. I don't know.
Soyuz, this is Apollo.
Go ahead, shade top divide, set the valve. We fall.
Is your step 22 finished? Completed? Over?
On panel 10, check that the phone mic interconnect is on and the FM phone.
I think that's those guys shaking around there. Okay, the phone mic interconnect is on. The amplification is on. And the setting's about 5.
Thank you.
There's our pressure. Stay right there. Seems like they're having trouble with their hatch. Soyuz, Apollo.
Soyuz, this is Apollo. How do you read me? Roger. All right. We're now working on step 23. And we are equalizing the pressure between the Soyuz and the docking module.
Go ahead, Vance. Did you want panel 6 mode to box adjust sensitivity? It's open. Yeah.
Obviously, they've had a little problem feeding that picture from Houston through to Moscow, and that's why your screen is black.
How's that?
They're working on the picture right now.
Sure. Well, we stepped ahead. Where the heck was that? It's the TV camera thing. Okay.
Doc, you might be a pilot. Would you move to the right a bit so we can see the picture?
Roger.
Thank you.
Somewhere. Back. It's right around.
The process from moving from one vehicle to the other. Although they've finished most of that half hour now. We're just waiting for the last couple of minutes here, maybe a minute.
I think the time is around 41 minutes. I don't think we're good yet. Okay. I see the time is, yeah, it was here. Yeah, right. Okay. About 52, I guess. Okay, here we go now. Okay, but we got the valve open. Okay.
Apollo, Houston, we're still not reading Soyuz com, but we are reading you hot mic.
Okay, Vance, now panel 6, motion box. Okay, Fox. Sensitivity is required approximately 7. Okay.
This is the first major communications dropout I think we've had that Houston Mission Control is not hearing from the Soyuz.
Soyuz, our step 23 is completed. We are now working on step 24.
But that's a report from Leonov.
The temptation is to reach up there and pull that handle. You can all see it. There it goes.
Right on. Okay, there. Okay, go to unlock. The camera is running. Okay. Right on schedule.
Houston, we're not hearing Soyuz. Can you hear them all right?
Well, we're not hearing them, Bo.
Soyuz, Cox, Fleischer.
Soyuz, how do you read?
Yeah, control, revive loop 3.
I am ready to open hatch 3.
We don't hear them down here.
You read that, Bo?
We read UD loud and clear, but we do not read Soyuz.
Okay. No, we're not reading them. We can read them. A little bit.
Understand.
Picture looking okay down there, Bo?
We've got a great picture of Tom in the hatch.
They're going to have to open up these hatches and speak sign language if they get that communication going.
Okay, I'm opening hatch 3.
There goes one.
Hello.
There they are.
Oh, great.
Okay, stable.
Stable.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tom. Alexi. Just a moment. Messaging.
Leonov's supposed to come over to the American side of the docking module.
Going? Tell them, then we'll cut it. Turn it off, and we'll turn it on.
Communication should improve now.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Symbolically as well as actually.
Right. Loading checklist.
Okay, 51, you're supposed to go in to the Soyuz. Come in here and shake hands.
It's readily apparent that the technical way of doing it with checklist isn't exactly the way we do it in the science fiction movies.
Come here, please.
Leonov's never been camera shy, but he's delaying that entrance.
Looks like they got a few snakes in there, too. Yeah.
They're right on schedule. It's great.
Yes. He's got a few snakes in there. He's probably talking about his umbilical cords of various kinds, communications, and so forth that may be delaying it.
Alexi. Our viewers are here. Come here, please.
The Russians will be in their pressure suits. They got into the suits for the docking and I believe for the depressurization. I think they're still in them.
I think they're still sensitive about hatches in space having had that problem before. Fatal problem, of course.
Here it comes. There's the handshake.
Glad to see you.
There it
That's the
is.
handshake. Oh, great.
Very, very happy to see you. This is Soyuz and the United States.
That looked like the Russian greeting of those cheek work. Yeah.
Russian tradition.
Yeah, that's great.
Valery, come here. Valery, how are things? We too.
Okay.
What you're hearing there is a translation of what Tom Stafford and Deke Slayton are saying to Valery Leonov. They are speaking in Russian to them.
Oh, now this is Tom going into the orbital module of the Soyuz.
Houston, we're still not hearing Soyuz well. Are you hearing them?
Loud and clear. You see us on the picture?
supposed to be a television link.
In order to
check
the configuration, would you check on page S1-40?
Going to permit us to see the picture in the orbiting module. What we're going to see is a little more spacious living quarters than actually in our Apollo command module, because this is really just sort of a living room, an experimental room. Their flight control is in their descent vehicle, so-called, which is where they ride on ascent into orbit and on descent. And the orbiting module is really just an extra room that's dropped off before they return to Earth. Their total amount of space in the two modules is about equivalent to all of ours, a little more than all of ours in the command module. A little more, but not a great deal. But it seems roomier in that orbital.
In the orbital module, it seems very roomy. It's actually a parlor.
But
no problem transferring chuckles.
How do you read, Houston? We read you loud and clear, Tom. Okay, did you get the picture? Roger, we've got a good picture of the hatch and you people inside there in the tunnel.
There are television cameras inside the orbiting module. You can see the lights that they have rigged in there for that purpose, but they haven't switched over to them yet.
I was hoping to see that.
We expect to see that scheduled that way. They had trouble with their television cameras in Soyuz yesterday, and finally were said to have solved the problem by opening up part of the instrument panel, cutting through it, and using some adhesive strips as insulating tape and wiring a wire together.
Yeah. It's getting a little bit crowded in there, Walter.
Yeah. Deep Slayton went back and readjusted that camera. That's right in part of the checklist. Everything goes according to what they, nominally, that is, according to the plan so far. There, we get the picture from inside the orbiting module. There's the Russian picture coming to us now. A little hard to make out at the moment.
Those are the snakes that Tom was referring to, of course, these various cables and wires for communication.
There's a big blossom of light that's causing that strange appearance there.
This is how I typically look when I'm fishing, too.
I expect they're getting a little reflection from some point in the orbital module.
Incidentally, on the lighting, there's been a major problem throughout the planning of this mission as to whether the lights should be of intensity for television or intensity for film. The Russians put priority on film. They wanted the lighting for film.
Donald Stafford, Vance Brand, and Don Slayton.
And we wanted it for television.
In the name of the Soviet people
compromised.
And myself personally, I am congratulating you with a significant event, the first docking of the Soviet spacecraft Soyuz 19 and the American spacecraft Apollo. The whole world, with great attention and delight, is observing your responsible work that you are performing in carrying out the scientific experiments.
These are the words of Soviet Chairman Brezhnev speaking from Moscow.
Correctness of the decisions were made, which was carried out in joint cooperation and friendship between Soviet and American designers, scientists, and cosmonauts. It could be said that the Soyuz and Apollo is a prototype of future orbital space stations. Since the time of launch of the first Sputnik and the first flight of man into space, The space has become an arena of international cooperation. Détente, positive movement ahead in Soviet-American relations have created the proper conditions for the first international space flight. New possibilities are opening up for fruitful development of scientific cooperation between countries and the peoples in the interest of peace and progress of all humanity.
Apollo, you can go ahead.
To you, the courageous conquerors of space, have the great honor of opening a new page in the history of research. I wish you successful completion of the planned program and a safe return to Earth. Leonid Brezhnev.
That was the message from Chairman Brezhnev read up through the spacecraft.
So the Soyuz, how do you read? I read you well. We're very grateful and excited for about these warm words. And we'll work even better. Thank you very much.
Looks like it may take the rest of the mission to straighten out those lines.
I really wonder how they can keep them straight.
Houston, we are now reading Soyuz.
Roger. Everything is normal. Have you turned off the other camera? Once more, we'd like to thank you for these warm words, and we'd like to say in answer, there's so much to say, and we have so little time.
I'm not clear who that was. Are you, Wally?
It was spoken so well in Russian, I suspect it was one of the Soyuz crew.
Leonov or Kubasov, I suppose.
Deke and Tom aren't that rapid.
They're supposed to exchange flags here at some point, and
this looks like a package now.
A certification of the flight, a little document that they all signed and passed back and forth. You know, all those lines remind me of being out in the back lawn and getting your the hose and your lawnmower electric line and your dog's leash and your wife's clothesline all in one.
Tom, we would like everybody around the table and the TV set up, and then we'd like Deke to give his headset to Alexi.
That's for the purpose. That's Houston Mission Control speaking, and they're trying to get set up to hear President Ford, who's going to speak to them directly from the Oval Office at the White House.
Roger, I'd like you to stand by for a few minutes. I'm going to come to you shortly with a call for conference Q.
Apollo, Houston, we're getting a pretty good TV picture from the orbital module, but it appears to be a